Hello, hello. It's another Tarot Tuesday. I'm so excited to be here with you all. So while we wait for some people to get on, I have some announcements that I figured I would do in the beginning of this broadcast so that those of you who are watching the replay will see. So the first announcement, hi Michelle. The first announcement is that next Tuesday is Mabon, so I will not be on for Tarot Tuesday next Tuesday. It is the second harvest holiday in the pagan religion, so I'll be celebrating Mabon next Tuesday and not doing a Tarot Tuesday. Also, this coming Thursday is a new moon, so if you are interested in doing a new moon ritual, I have a video on that somewhere in my playlist. The new moon is Thursday, this coming Thursday, so great time to put new manifestations out there and think about things that you want to create in your life. So I figured I would mention that while I am getting started tonight, just to give you all something to think about. So I hope everybody had a wonderful week. How are you tonight, Michelle? How was your week? Yes, very long time no see. It has been kind of crazy. I have missed a few Tarot Tuesdays myself. And I know everybody's been busy with kind of the end of this whole quarantine thing going on. So it's been hectic. I'm good. Keeping myself busy and out of trouble. So as you're coming in tonight, if you would like a reading, just let me know in the comments. I'm going to try and get started early this week because last week there were a lot, like 4 or 5 people who did not get readings. And I think some of them are going to come back tonight, so I want to try and get everybody in this week. I just hate leaving people not giving them readings. Oh, you have a question this week, Michelle. Go ahead. Ooh, okay. Will I have a second date or hear from a man I'm interested in? Initials JM. Okay. So I'm going to use the pendulum and I'm going to do a card reading. So I just pulled the question down because I want you to be able to see the pendulum. So the pendulum reading tonight is up and down is yes, side to side is no. So we're going to X the pendulum. Will Michelle have a second date or hear from person with the initials JM? we'll start with this. Okay, I hope you can see that. That is a pretty strong yes from the pendulum. That you will. And I'm going to go ahead and do a reading for you. Let's see. Same question. Will Michelle hear from or have a second date? Initials JM. Person, initials JM. Okay, let's see. Okay. Right. And I'm going to pull an oracle card, Michelle, and then I will read it all for you together. Okay. All right. So the first card, Michelle, is the Five of Cups, which reminds us that we need to focus on the good and not on what we have lost. You can see in this card that she is focusing on what's left behind and not what she still has in her hand. So this is just a reminder to focus on what you still have and not what you've lost. Focus on the good, not the bad. Focus on what you still have, not what's lost. Tarot with T, as soon as I'm done giving this reading for Michelle, I'll be glad to read for you. The second card I pulled for you is the Chariot, which reminds you that you are in control. You're the one who needs to decide which way you're going to go, which road you're going to go down. So this card just reminds us that you are always in control. And it also reminds us that sometimes we have to connect with our intuition to figure out which way we're going to go. We have to ask our higher selves some questions that'll get us to the point where we know which way we're going to go. And your third card, interestingly enough, is the Four of Swords, which is a card of rest and respite. It's kind of a card of meditation where you need to take a little bit of time for yourself to meditate and relax. So these cards, along with your question, are saying to me that yes, you're going to get that call for that second date, but in the meantime, make sure you're making time for that self-care, and you're making time to figure out where you want things to go before you end up in seeing somebody or in a relationship where you're going to have to make decisions. So make sure you know where you want things to go before you're in the thick of it, so to speak. And your oracle card is the Instinct card, which again reminds me with this reading, it reminds me, and it's saying to me that you need to trust your instinct and go with your gut feelings and just be in the moment with this one. So I hope that was helpful to you. I hope everything goes wonderful for you. Tarot TV with T is next. Then Karen, I can read you after that. Oh, you're so welcome, Michelle. Yes, take the time to work on yourself a little bit now. Maybe that's what it is. You're welcome. So Tarot TV with T, then Karen, then I got you, Melanie. So, all right, let's see. How does Eric feel about me? Okay, let's see what the cards say. I love your name, Tarot TV with T. Ooh, we have two jumpers. Okay. Never ignore those jumpers. Oops, sorry. Okay, you're going to get a 4-card read because 2 cards decided to jump out when I was trying to pull your last card. So, all right, let's pull this down. So your first card is the 6 of Cups, which is the card of nostalgia. This is a card that represents the feelings that make you homesick. Like when you think about watching cartoons as a kid and you get that kind of homesick feeling where you miss your blanket and your cereal on a Saturday morning watching TV and you feel all warm and cuddly, that's what this card represents. So that's the first card I pulled. The second card I pulled is the Magician. The Magician is a great manifester, and he is connected to magic on all levels, being he's connected. How do I want to put this? The Magician is connected so to the universe so deeply, and he is able to manifest anything that he wants to be able to manifest because he has achieved such a high level of magic. So this card is often referred to as the Magician. It is the Magician card, I'm sorry. It's often referred to as the Great Manifester. So that's your second card. Your third card is the 5 of Pentacles, which 5s are often a card of difficulty. This card reminds us that we need to take a little bit of a check, whether it be a physical health check, mental check, spiritual check. Just scan everything and make sure everything's okay. And your last card, before I do the oracles, is the 10 of Swords, which is a card of knowing what you're looking for. And it's often a card of defeat. Oh, that's interesting. You're both Life Path 5, too. You checked him last week, so he's in trouble. So that could be the 5 of Pentacles for sure. And the 10 of Swords, that 10 of Swords could also be a little bit of, it's a card of defeat, like when you feel like you can't take much more and you're kind of like rolling over and you just want to give up. But with the 10 of Swords, there's always the flip side of that card is that even though you might feel like you're in defeat in the moment, there's positivity and there's light on the other side of that card. So some people see that as like a bad card, but there's always something better. There's a new beginning on the other side, even though you feel defeated right now. So I don't see these cards at all as being anything negative. I think he sees you as home base, so to speak. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I'm getting the feeling like he sees you like, this is going to sound weird, but he sees you like his blanket. Like he sees you as comfort. Like you're what he wanted to manifest. He wants to work on manifesting things together with you. I'm going to pull an oracle for you now. And again, one just jumped out. You've had jumpers today. And the oracle I pulled, this card is gorgeous, is Earth Magic. So I don't know if you work with the fairies at all or if you've ever done anything with fairies, but maybe just go outside and just talk to nature a little bit and see what you can connect with. And what kind of answers you can get when you silence your mind and connect a little bit with the elements. But I see this all as very positive and that he feels like, it's a very comforting relationship for him. So I hope that was helpful. You take care of him well. Yes, I'm definitely getting that in this reading, that like you were definitely comforting to him. So, oh, that is so awesome. I love bluebirds. Hello. Now, I know you've been here before, and I know you've told me how to pronounce your name. Jacarita? Tell me how to pronounce your name again. Please. All right. So let's see. Where are we? I hope. Every time I make a Jackery. I love that. Jackery de Future. Got it. Okay, now I got it. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Every time I make my wish, it takes a week or two. Every time I make a wish, it takes a week or two, and then the feathers are on my path. Yeah. That is amazing. I've been trying to find a bluebird feather forever, and I've not found one. Because about a year ago, I went to a medium, and the medium said that my mother comes to me as a bluebird, not as a cardinal, like most spirits come back as. So I've been trying to find a bluebird feather forever. I see bluebirds, but I never find a bluebird feather. It's so weird. But I see a lot of bluebirds, which is pretty awesome. I love them. All right, back to the readings, though. Okay, Mally, you're home? All right, you will be after somebody. I forgot who's next. Hold on, let me scroll up. Karen. You're after Karen, honey. What's coming? Oh, wait. So we have, let me write. I don't have a moderator tonight, so let me write this down really quick. We have Karen. If you have a question, let me know. Otherwise, let me know if you want a general reading. So right now we have Karen and Melanie on the list. Okay, when will G contact me? Oh, you're so welcome. And thank you for letting me read you. Blessed be. Sure, Nav. All right. So before I start this reading with Karen, we have Karen, Melanie, Nav. I just want to get the list straight in my head. And Jackie. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So when will G contact me? He ghosted me. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So the first thing I did was I did a little bit of the pendulum, and from the pendulum, I got that by asking the pendulum some questions, I got that if he's going to contact you, you can look within the next week for him to be contacting you, him or her. Him. Okay. You can look in the next week for him to be contacting you if he's going to get in touch with you again. So then I did a card pull, and the first card I got for you is Strength. Now, Strength is a very interesting card because I actually love this card. Strength is a card that reminds us that we need to be gentle in getting across what we want. A lot of times we are so passionate about what we want that we can appear to be angry about it and be very aggressive about how we come across. But the strength card reminds us that we get more bees with honey, so to speak. So the best way to approach things is with a soft tone and stand your ground. Don't lose your balance and don't back down, but come at things with a softer, more gentle approach, because you can tame even the wildest beast working at it this way. Your second card is the King of Pentacles, which represents somebody who is very much living the life of luxury. I mean, he is, and I don't know if you can relate to this card as yourself or if this reminds you of G, but this is definitely a person who is living in luxury, which could be just very confident, could be financial luxuries, or could just be somebody that is very confident and a CEO business type, somebody who's a manager, even if it's a manager at, Walmart or, a small mom and pop shop. It's somebody who's very in control and very kind of aloof about things, just knows that they have that like je ne sais quoi about them, that they just know that they got it, so to speak. And the last card I pulled for you is the Two of Pentacles, which reminds us that we need to remember that we need to balance things in our life. So we have to make sure that we're not giving too much over here and not enough over here. We got to make sure we have that balance. Sometimes we're focusing on too much on one area of our life and not enough on another area of our life, and it makes us become unbalanced. And the Oracle card I pulled for you is purification. It's rain and purification. So, like I said in the beginning of the reading, the pendulum says it'll be within about a week if he's going to contact you again. And all of the cards point to, you might need to balance some things in your life. It's possible that he sees that you're a little bit out of balance, and that's what's been holding him back a little bit. We all get to that point a lot sometimes. So it might be good maybe I know when I feel out of balance, I will go and take long hot showers or cool showers, and just the water coming down on me makes me feel better and kind of grounds me out a little bit. So with that purification card, maybe that might be an idea just to help you kind of release some of that excess energy that's holding on and could be causing some of the unbalance around you. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that answered your question. Thank you for letting me read you. It does remind you, yes, that King of Pentacles I love. Oh, you're so welcome. Hi, Breezy. Good to see you. Lego My Egos, welcome. Hi, John. Good to see you. Okay, Melanie, are you still here? Do you have a general question? I mean, do you want a general reading or do you have a question? So right now on the list is Melanie, Nav, Jackery, and Legos. So if you would like to get on the list, please let me know so I can get you on the list. Absolutely. Breezy, I just added you after Lego. Okay, general for you, Mel, great. All right, let's see. Let me just get a drink here. While I'm taking a second here, just a reminder for those of you that came late, I won't be on for readings next week because it's Mabon, which is the second harvest holiday in the pagan religion. So I'll be celebrating that. So I won't be on next week. Hi, April. Good to see you, sweetie. Welcome. All right, Mel, let's see what the cards have to say. Melanie is open to the cards. What do the cards have to say for Melanie tonight? What do the cards have to say? Okay. So, your first card is the Temperance card, which is such a beautiful card. Temperance card is all about being sensible and doing things in moderation. The Temperance card reminds us that when we are just starting to do something new, to kind of dip our toe in and not jump in all at once. So we want to do things a little bit. We want to hold back a little bit at first. And just to make sure that we're not overwhelmed. We don't want to overwhelm ourselves. We want to be sensible about things when this card comes up. Do things in moderation. And if you feel like you need some extra help, call on your guardians and call on your angels. I don't know if you can see it in this card, but this card is one of the best examples, I think, of this. You can, behind him, I don't know if you can see that angel, the white angel wings behind him. It reminds us that we can call on our angels and our guides and guardians at any time when we feel overwhelmed. Because while our family members or our friends or even our spouses might not always be there when we need somebody, our angels and our guides and our guardians are always there for us. And they're always there to help us along the way. So that's the first card. The second card is the Ten of Wands, which is a card of letting go. What don't you need right now? What can you let go that is no longer serving you? And your third card is a card of celebration. This is a card celebrating you. This is your victories. All of those cups represent your accomplishments. It's okay to pat yourself on the back and celebrate yourself a little bit. And the oracle card I pulled is the ocean, which is absolutely stunning. I love this card. It's the ebb and flow. And so this reminds us that, you know, we'll have ups and downs in life, and it's okay. And we just have to handle things as they come, and we'll have good days and bad days, but there's always somebody there who has our back. And even if it's not somebody physically there, it, like I said, with the temperance card, it could be a guide or a guardian or an angel. But there's always somebody there for you. And, it's easy to get down on yourself, but I think these are awesome cards because you have the angels always there for you. What do you need to let go and celebrate yourself? So I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for letting me read you. Yay. All right. Let's see. So we have Nav. Right. Nav is next. Then we have Jackery, Lego, Breezy, and then Grace, I just added you. So let's see. Oops. No, I don't mind at all. You're welcome, Melanie. So there's 2 people before you, Lego. Will Amon message me next week? Okay. So I'm actually going to use the pendulum for that question because the pendulum will answer yes or no. The cards don't answer yes or no. Or it's easier to get a yes or no out of the pendulum. Just give me a second. I want to sage the pendulum in between uses. Michelle, this is almost all the time recently. It is quite interesting. All right. Okay. So I saged the pendulum. So let's see. Well, I'm on contact now. Okay. So I'm going to bring this down so you can see. And up and down is yes, side to side is no. Whoa, I'm going to go with that's a big yes. Well. Yes. Yes, they will. Oops. You're welcome, sweetie. Grace, because pretty much because we're all lonely. Oh, gosh. It's been a hard time for everybody, I think. It's true. Awareness is the first step, right? Jackery, are you still here? And I'm going to research how to use the tarot cards to get time frames, because I know that you can use the tarot cards to do times as well. But I've been using the pendulum because I can use that more accurately right now. But I will be learning on the tarot cards how to do that as well. Okay. Will me and Aubrey Oliver be long-term? Okay, so this is another pendulum question. So I'm going to sage the pendulum again. Okay. Jackery and Aubrey Oliver. Okay, I'm going to put the pendulum again so you can see it. Side to side is no, and up and down is yes. So that looks like no, you will not be long-term. Hang on, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you to go along with that. Boop. And the oracle card I pulled for you is reflection. So that's an interesting card along with that question, and the answer is that perhaps it's time for a little bit of self-reflection and some self-reflection time. So I hope that was helpful. As always with relationship questions and the answers that we get, they're not 100%, so take them with a grain of salt. These readings are all for entertainment purposes. You're welcome. Lego, do you have a specific question or do you want a general reading? What's coming up that you need to know that you don't know? Okay, that's a good one. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, so let's see. So your first card, yes, Sheila, there is a list. I can add you to it after this reading, is the Four of Pentacles. Whoops. The Four of Pentacles is a card. If you look at her, she's holding on to her purse very tightly. This card represents a time period where we're going to need to hold on to our finances a little tightly. Now, it could be that you're just feeling like you need to do this when you don't necessarily need to do this. Or it could be that you're actually overspending and need to buckle up a little bit and pull things in. Your second card is the Six of Pentacles, which suggests needing to evaluate whether you're in a time period where you need to give help or receive help, because we can always either be at the receiving end of help or the giving end, or the receiving or the giving of help. Where we can do one or the other, right? We can give or we can take, and it's going to be a period where you're evaluating whether you can give or you can take. And after this, you go through this period of needing to buckle in a little bit, then figuring out if you can give or you should be taking a little bit. You're going to go through a death and rebirth. Now, the death card scares people, but I really want you to look at this death card, because this is one of the most beautiful death cards I've seen. And on the face of this death card is this beautiful scene, nature scene, which represents rebirth. So you're going to go through this purge of letting go of everything that doesn't serve you anymore, all the crappy feelings, everything that no longer serves you, which could be friendships, jobs, could be a slew of things, old habits, bad habits, I mean, it could be so many different things, but you're going to go through this purge to come out to new beginnings and just a whole new life, a whole new beginning on things. And your oracle card is the invocation card and ceremony, which suggests that perhaps while all this is going on, you might want to look into where you feel whole. What makes you feel whole? Maybe reevaluating some things and what really makes you feel connected. So I hope that was a helpful reading. I know it was a little bit hard of a reading, but I hope it helps you at least to be prepared if things do end up going down that road, that you kind of know it's coming and you can get a better handle on things. But the important thing to remember is that things are going to be better on the flip side. If you do go through this period, that's kind of not that great. Okay, so if you may already be in this time. If you're already struggling, you may already be going through this, and you may be coming out of this. This may be a reading of the present. Let me pull one more card for you real quick to see if this is a present reading. Okay, the card is completion. And these people in this card are pretty happy. So I think that might have been a current reading and that you might be coming to the end of it and coming through it with a completion. The Ten of Pentacles is a completion and a success card. So I think that you could be coming through it at this point. So it always helps when you're reading and somebody says, well, I'm already going through it. Well, and a lot of times when somebody reads for you, they don't know what you're going through. So it's like you have to kind of interpret the cards the way they fit for you. So thank you for letting me read you. I hope things get better for you, hon. Okay, so we have Breezy is next, and then Grace. And then I saw Sheila wanted to get on the list. And the last person getting on the list will be Sarah. Breezy, do you have a specific question or do you just want a general reading if you're still here? What are my feelings? Access Jeremy's feelings towards me. Okay, let's see what the cards say. Oh. Okay. So the first card I pulled is the Strength card. The next card I pulled is the Knight of Swords card. The Knight of Swords is forward momentum. The Strength card is kind of self-explanatory, needing to have strength to deal with a situation, but needing a gentle strength, not a ferocious strength. And the last card I pulled is the Three of Cups, which is the friendship or community card. So with these cards, what I'm getting is that he is feeling like he needs to have a great amount of control and strength to move forward as friends, and that he needs to keep a forward momentum to move in that direction. I also pulled a Oracle card, which is the Power card. So this card is telling me that he feels like he needs to be the one in power. So there's a lot of forward momentum, him in control. So I hope that was helpful. Now, normally these cards were actually very to the point. You're so welcome. I am so sorry to hear that. That is the hardest. Stay strong. Ugh. Stay strong. All right. Grace, sweetie, if you're here, let me know. If you're so welcome, Breezy. Thank you for letting me read you. Grace, if you're here, let me know if you would like a general reading or if you have a specific question. And then the list is after Grace, Sheila, and Sarah, and that'll be it for the night. And a reminder, I won't be here next week because it is Mabon. And it's also a new moon this coming Thursday. So if you want to manifest anything in your life, it's a great time to do that. Awesome. Grace, do you want a general reading or do you have a specific question? Let me see if I can find it. Right after Breezy thanked me. I don't see it. I just see where you said I'm here. Can you retype it or copy and paste it, please? I went all the way back to the beginning and didn't see it. That's weird. Thank you. Okay. No, I'm still not seeing it. That's really strange. I see everything else you're typing, but I'm not seeing your question. This is all I see is when will I meet him? And when will I meet him? Oh. What I have posted here is what I saw. When will I meet him? I didn't see the rest of it. YouTube is being weird tonight. Did anyone see the first part of that? Is it just me? Could be, Grace. Very well could be. It's not coming through, but I'm sensing it's a love. That's okay. I'm sensing it's a love question. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do a reading on that then. No problem. Got it. All right. Well, they told us something. Okay. So your first card, I think these cards tell us oh, was that you last time? Okay, I remember that. That was last week. All right. Well, we don't get a time. As far as time goes, this is the closest I got to time, and you're not going to like it. Stillness. So I don't think they really want you to know, but there you go. Stillness. So, but as far as who, we have the Queen of Cups, which represents a sensitive, nurturing person. We have the Justice card, which represents somebody who would be in a justice type job. Okay, so this could be somebody who works legal, somebody who might be a social worker type that helps, somebody who helps other people. Who helps other people and kind of helps society stay right, if that makes sense. Helps things stay balanced in society. That's what I want to say. So it doesn't necessarily mean a cop, a judge, a lawyer, but somebody who works with a position in society that helps society run right or run. And your last card is the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of completion and celebration and financial success. So this person is going to be nurturing, kind, have a good job, and be financially successful. So at least they told you good things this week. They told you something. But as for that time, it's just not wanting to give us a time. So I hope that was helpful. Right? Better than the pendulum not wanting to talk. Good night, John. Sheila, if you're still here, would you like a general reading? Good night, Grace. Would you like a general reading or a specific question? And then Sarah, you'll be the last one. Okay. So does William Alfred still have feelings for me? Okay, so this is going to be a pendulum question. And the way the pendulum works is up and down means yes, side to side means no. So we're going to ask the pendulum. Okay. Okay. That is a big yes. Yes, he does. Those of you that are just coming in, I am just wrapping up the readings right now. Sarah is going to be the last one. Sheila, men are tricky. Men are very tricky creatures. You're so welcome. Sarah, are you still here? Sorry, guys. I've been reading for an hour and 15 minutes now. Thank you, Sheila. Much love. Give it another minute. Okay, and for those of you that are here and aren't going to be able to get a reading tonight, I'm here every Tuesday at 8 o'clock p.m. for readings. I usually go from 8 to 9. Tonight, I went over to accommodate people, but I can't go much more over tonight. I won't be here next week because it's Mabon, but I'll be here the following week again. Sarah, are you here, hon? All right, it looks like I lost Sarah, so I am going to call it a night. Thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Blessed be, have a wonderful week, and I will see you all soon.